Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dice of Might podcast. It's James, your GM here, just letting you guys know that we are getting some more content ready for you guys as we speak. Sorry it's been such a long time since the last video. With schedules and everything like that, it's just been a little bit tricky, but I promise more content is on the way. I'm trying my best to push these videos out. So without further ado, let's get back into the game.
We're going to kind of recap a little bit, and then we'll dive right back into the story. So the last session where we kind of ended off, you guys decided to head from the now burned town of Lidrin and go to where, I guess, did you guys go to, you went to the spire first?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the stone structure that Malcolm first kind of saw when he woke up, they decided to check that out. And after going through floor after floor and Malcolm kind of feeling really sad, they discovered a bunch of things that were kind of like their masterwork qualities, very nice quality stuff that fit Malcolm and everything. They found his old war chief's corpse just kind of chilling down there with some big spiders. So I killed them and then headed over to one of the villages that Ferdinand had told them about, Cragton. Upon heading that direction, you guys found the, let's see. Yeah, you guys found like a kind of a roaming horde of undead that you guys took care of. That seemed to be coming from Lidrin.
Yep.
And then, I believe it was afterwards, I believe you looked at the banner on the spire, something like that, right? Having a little bit of trouble remembering exactly.
We came out of the spire and we saw the undead and we killed them.
Yeah.
I almost died, but I didn't.
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
And then we were like, yeah, Lidrin's lost, and we continued on to the mountain town.
Yeah, Cragton. You guys
Yeah.
were headed to the village that's in the mountain.
Yeah.
And then, when exactly did you have your existential crisis?
When we stopped for a rest on the way there.
That's right. Yeah, you kind of took everything in. Malcolm kind of just shut down for 2 hours. Kind of realizing that he didn't really exist in this time period. So that was a fun way to kind of end. So now everyone's kind of taking a nice long rest, and they're ready to head back on their way to Cragton. Does anybody have knowledge local or knowledge history?
I have knowledge history.
I have knowledge local.
Okay.
I have 3 knowledges, but none of those.
Alright, so
Yeah, local,
Davina and Xander, if I could have you guys make those checks respectively and let me know what year they are.
21.
Unnatural 20.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, you guys are pretty good at recalling some info. So, with your collective knowledge of this kind of area, you know that Cragton has been here for quite a while. It's just a little village that just kind of hangs around near the base of the mountain, and it's mainly populated by dwarves. This is what a lot of people know around as a mining village. They kind of go into the mountains, pull precious metals and whatnot, and trade them through caravans to other places. Lidrin was one of the big ones that they traded to, just because it was a hub. It had pretty much everything. So now, they still do the mining, and they're relatively peaceful. They're not as very stoic or rough as a lot of dwarves are, just because they see a lot of folk pass through, and they're usually pretty nice. So as you guys kind of keep moving through, and you guys start noticing a little bit of fortification around. Looks like civilization kind of just setting into the rock. Yeah, so I mean, you guys just kind of notice the gate. So it looks like Cragton. You guys have been traveling for a little while, but you guys have noticed that the mountains have been getting closer and closer. So as you guys approach the gate, there are 2 dwarves kind of just sitting there, kind of welcoming you guys in, and yeah. They're pretty much just kind of gesturing you guys in, just like, welcome, this is Cragton. Feel free to kind of, rest if you need to here, or anything you guys need.
Although Murph does not like dwarves at all, he'll tolerate it for now.
Okay, that's right, yeah, you don't like dwarves.
I do not like dwarves. They're my favorite enemy, and my race gets a hatred bonus against them. So,
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
So what you're saying is if we need to, kill everybody here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just
Murph
hate
might be on board.
goblins.
We got plus 10 to
Lizards.
hit.
Okay, so as you guys enter, it looks like a pretty standard village. There's, quite a few little huts just kind of placed around. A lot of the habitable kind of areas where people live, though, are kind of more into like a few of the ridges that set in the mountain. They seem to really have just adapted to this terrain. Dwarves are pretty naturally able, though, in this kind of terrain, so it looks relatively normal for a small village. But go ahead and give me a perception check.
Everybody?
Yep.
Oh yeah, he has a minus
11.
14.
9.
12.
16.
Okay, so Davina, as you kind of scan the area a bit more, you notice that like kind of surrounding some like the ridges, where like you kind of see like some overlooks and whatnot. You see there's like this rubble. It looks like almost kind of like boulders were like dropped and just kind of smashed against the ground. There's just like kind of like pools of broken rock and sediment. They don't really look natural to you. As you kind of start moving through the village a little bit, there's like a little mining section where they're kind of like breaking rock and trying to get the metal out of it. You notice that there is one dwarf in particular that looks kind of like an elder, still working. He's got a little bit of gray in his beard. He looks like an older dwarf, probably 300, 350. And he's built. He's got a lot of just strong muscle, just hammering into rocks, almost like they're nothing. And he's just pulling metal quickly and just tossing a little bucket beside him. As you also kind of look around, there's a lot of dwarven crafters here as well. They seem to be taking the buckets that the miners are going through, making very exquisite jewelry out of them and things like that. Yes.
Never mind. I have craft really. I'll visit there later.
Oh, okay. So very, very up your alley, Sibo. And even Bennigan kind of pipes up, just like as he sees it, he's like, "Whoa, look, he's pretty." He just kind of, his tail just starts wagging like really fast. And Bennigan almost like wants to like kind of go over there, but you kind of just like coax him into like staying still.
Yeah, later.
Yeah, later on. Is there any place in particular you guys are kind of looking for in this little village?
Is there like a
Well.
Is there like a jewelry shop?
Or
is it all just like
a lot of it is based on caravan travel, so there's kind of an area where some like very old wagons are kind of stationed, and they seem to be like kind of packing things on them. That's probably the closest thing like a shopping area this place has.
okay?
Yeah.
Is there anywhere I can buy a pack of coffee beans?
Uh,
That way I can just kill the joke. No, it's fine.
So, because we're because the mountain range is kind of surrounding you, not much foliage grows here, and coffee's not really a necessity out here. So, kind of like as a result, they don't really trade for it too commonly. It's a very exotic herb out here. Is anybody else looking for anything in particular?
Murph is looking for the exit.
Oh my god.
Well,
I point out
that's not
the
a bad
rubble.
idea.
So the exit to the very obvious one to you,
Yeah.
seems to be the way you came in.
It was more of a joke. He's just looking.
okay.
He's just waiting for everybody.
Oh, sure. Okay, so he's going grumpy old man mode.
Yeah, he's
okay.
just gonna kind of lean against the wall and just kind of with his arms crossed.
Okay.
I point out the rubble to them, and then I would like to go and talk to the elder dwarf.
Sure. Okay. So you approach. You kind of just keep hearing with the hammering, just and rocks just kind of separating. The glittering and just chink of like metal kind of scattering across the ground. How you approach him?
Yeah, I just walk up.
You're just gonna walk up?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
I was gonna say I'd
He
offer
seems
him a
very-
pastry, but I'm out of
He
them.
seems very into his work. Doesn't really notice you.
Excuse me. I like stand from hello.
Okay, so you try to get his attention.
Yeah.
And kind of like the very flamboyant gesture you're going for, he kind of just looks up and kind of just, It looks up. Yeah.
I just had a quick question. There looks like there's some fallen boulders over there. Do you know anything about that?
No. And he kind of looks and just goes, "Of course I know something about that. I've been around here for quite a while." And he kind of, he looks very kind of annoyed that he's been taken away from his work. And he kind of just sets down the hammer. Just a lot of thought. Like this hammer, it sounds like it's much heavier than something that would be traditionally used. And he kind of just walks over. "Yeah, we've been having some trouble from up there." And he kind of looks over one of the ridges, and you can see a couple kind of just fall.
That's it.
Again, not really He doesn't seem like a very good conversationalist.
Thank you. And I go back to them.
He just has a deep sigh as he just picks up his hammer and starts working again. He just seems really kind of irritated and annoyed that it was for something that simple, and he kind of just he kind of just takes like slower, just like he's basically crushing the rock even more. What are the rest of you kind of doing as she's kind of approaching? She kind of points out the kind of point out the rubble and then kind of walk off. So what would you guys like to do in that?
Still standing here.
All right, so Murph's just chilling.
I'd like to take a look inside that leather bag I got earlier.
Fantastic. All right.
I feel like that's something I should do.
So I will say, originally it was going to be a bag of holding, and then I realized that that's not your challenge level. So I decided to give you guys something a little bit different.
Okay.
So in bag, you notice there are 3 things.
Okay.
There are 2 vials, one of which has a very brown, very just viscous fluid in it. It almost seems like there's like a little bit of like, they almost look like pebbles just floating in it. And the second one, it's quite the opposite. It's a very kind of white, clear liquid. It almost appears like it's evaporating inside of the vial itself. And upon really close inspection, you almost see like weird contorted faces kind of just enter and leave the liquid.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then the third item is what appears to be something that you don't recognize whatsoever. To you, it looks like really fancy stick.
Oh. Oh, okay.
A very ornate fancy stick.
I'm gonna write that down. Fancy stick.
Gotcha.
Check.
Sure.
Can I look at the 2 vials to see if I know what they are?
Well, you're kind of still walking back to the dwarf as he's looking through the stuff.
I'm gonna like pick up
This is like as you went to approach the guy.
I'll assume I'm with him though, right?
Oh yeah, you.
I think
don't
we're all
know.
just kind of
you guys
jumping.
kind
I
of
think
just
we were all
in the same area.
together.
So yeah, so you see Malgrim kind of pull this stuff out of the bag and looking very, very confused.
I'm like holding the stick and I'm like
What the fuck that is?
just kind of like taking a look at it.
Yeah, you're just like, what? So what would the rest of you like to do?
I'm gonna hand the stick to my best friend over here.
Okay, Xander, this is a wand.
Okay.
This fancy stick that your best friend has given you is indeed a wand.
Okay. Do I know what kind of wand it is, or is it just like
Give me a knowledge arcana check.
16?
Okay, this is a pretty common one, actually, that you've kind of been studying.
Okay.
This appears to be a wand of shield. It has a
Okay.
shield spell embedded into it. The ridge work kind of around the wand itself looks very just blocky, like armor. So in Pathfinder, wands have 50 charges of whatever spell is embedded in it. Yeah. And once they're out of charges, I believe the wand kind of goes null. So you have 50 charges of the spell shield.
Okay.
Nice.
So if you have any other questions about it or anything like that, let me know.
Throw a fancy check.
Fancy
That's
check.
I said fancy stick.
How much
check.
is
Throw
this
a
fancy check?
Okay. So as they've kind of been like going around a little bit, looking at the vials, not really being able to figure them out, you walk back from where the dwarf was.
Can I take one of those?
Oh my god!
I'm just smelling it.
Can I take it away from him and check what they are
Which
first?
vial is it?
Oh my god.
Oh, you're gonna okay.
I'm not drinking it. I'm just sniffing
Was,
it.
was there any smell you were going for?
No. See if
It smells very, very earthy.
Okay.
I'm
It
stressed.
smells like kind of like dirt.
Oh, okay.
Delicious.
So are you gonna take them?
Yeah.
You just gotta
Okay.
pour on the floor.
Yeah, they're potions, but you don't know which. Give me a knowledge arcana or
Thank you.
yeah.
21. 17.
Okay, yeah, you're able to identify them pretty easily. The first one is a potion of stone shape. And the second one is a potion of hide from undead.
Oh.
Yeah. So as far as what they do, they're according to like the spells.
Yeah, hold on. Say them again.
So the brown earthy one is stone shape. And the second one is hide from undead. Then while you're kind of all looking, Murph, give me a perception check.
27.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not
He sees
dozing
all
off.
of it.
You are making sure that everything is hunky dory in your little bubble. Okay. Yeah, there's a dwarf approaching the group.
Oh god.
But he doesn't seem to be hostile or anything.
All right.
He is dressed in kind of fancy clothes for a dwarf. Like he's not in like the miner's gear or like anything like that. And he's kind of like sauntering over to you guys. And he approaches the group. He looks at you though.
I'm just gonna.
Seems to be paying attention.
I'm gonna give him just kind of just like a old like grumpy look.
You go like angry grandpa kind of like you're looking.
Yeah, it's like man.
Like Walter.
Yeah, kind of like that. He just goes, "Hello," and all of you kind of just hear him now as he's kind of standing in front of you. Are you guys looking for anything particular here? Welcome to Cragton.
Just passing through.
Well, I know we don't have much to offer here, but if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. My name's Drug.
Nice to meet you.
Is that with 2 G's?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, it is.
That's my
thing. He goes, I guess what you'd call the head of this little village. I've been here since my father passed away 20 years ago.
So, Drug, I had asked someone else earlier, and I didn't get the answer I was really looking for. Do you know what's going on with the boulders? Like, what's going on up there that they keep falling?
Yes. Yes, that has certainly been a problem around here. Well, you see, when my father was running the village, actually kind of how this place was really founded, there was a very nice elven wizard that passed through this little section while we were still kind of building, and he kind of assisted in the construction. He kind of points upward to like those ridges and stuff. For some odd reason, there's a kind of a magical. He's trying to like kind of fumble for words. He's trying to like describe it. Just kind of like a magical like center, like a point up there. And there are a bunch of earth elementals that kind of just live up there. They're usually pretty docile. They were helping us out. The wizard kind of helped direct them a little bit. And we were fine for at least a century. But recently something's been going on with them, and quite honestly, they just appear to be trying to kill some of us. And he kind of points down to the rocks there, just, yeah.
About how long ago did this start?
Well, I'd say it's, I'd say it's probably about a week or so.
How long ago? Out of game, how long ago was the thing released?
It's roughly around the same time period. Because you guys have been kind of exploring a little bit. I haven't been kind of keeping track of days itself, but it's been roughly a little bit. Because you guys have been taking like a day or two to explore like a couple different areas. So we'll just say it's been roughly a week or so. Yeah, so it's been a little bit troublesome. Do you make any expression or reaction when he says that?
I don't make any reaction. And I don't know if this is a good choice or not. But I say, have you heard what's happening in Lindren?
Oh, Lindren, yeah. We trade with them quite frequently. What, has something happened?
Oh, necessary. Yeah. Yeah. A way to just rip off the bandage.
So what'd you say?
Oh,
I just had. Have you heard anything from Lindren?
I was asking how necessary the supplies were.
Oh,
I just straight up said Lidrin's gone. So.
Yeah.
When he kind of looks at all of you, kind of just speechless, trying to fumble for a response to each one of your questions. He kind of just goes blank for a minute, and then just kind of goes, well, we don't really get much crops out here, you might imagine, so trading is kind of a important thing out here. And he kind of looks over at Malgrim. What do you mean it's gone exactly?
I'm stressed.
Gone. Destroyed. Burned.
He kind of just goes, you see this man just start breaking down
Oh no!
in stress, and he He looks out amongst all the dwarves that are kind of just moving around doing their daily tasks and just kind of come with me. And he kind of just starts quickly heading off to what looks kind of like a little retreat section of the mountain.
Are we following?
Yeah.
He's okay.
Yeah, I'm following at
Yeah.
least.
I'm in the background following.
Okay. So he kind of takes you, and this little section, it just kind of appears to be like a singular home. This one looks much older, though, than the others. And he kind of just goes, as you kind of lead you inside. You notice that the stone structure is actually very nice. A lot of the walls have very detailed carvings. They're kind of in place of more like paintings might be in a traditional home. He kind of like lights a small fire in the kind of the section there, and you see the ventilation is kind of actually built into the rock as well. So if what you tell me is true, then we're doomed out here.
I wouldn't say that. Ferdinand is still alive, and he's trying to rebuild. And that's something that he asked us
God, I'm terrible at taking notes.
to tell the local villages about, is that he's going to try to rebuild something that Lidrin once was, and that any help that he could get from anyone just to start again would help.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what we can all offer here, besides maybe some stonework, but anything we can really do to help with, we can do that for them. It is going to be quite tricky, though, with everything going on up near the peak. I don't want to risk workers suffering just to kind of help. I know it's a bit selfish, but over the past week, it's been quite terrible. And he kind of points out a window, and you notice that there are kind of like a few crude graves kind of placed out. They look like they were kind of just hastily thrown together. If there's anything you can do to kind of help the situation, we'd be able to get to work with Lidrin.
How do we get up there?
Well, the traditional route it's a bit rocky. We're kind of apt to this terrain, so it's a bit easier for us to climb up. If you want a safer approach, I know probably about 50 years ago or so, we tried to place in kind of a stairway, but I don't know exactly how well it's been maintained. He kind of like points like out the door, like kind of like it looks like it'd be like kind of a round, and you kind of see like there is like some indentation placed. He goes, that way it works, but you do have to kind of go around a few longer places. It might take a bit longer to get up.
It's like the staircase up to Shelob's Lake.
I'm just getting flashbacks from last session.
Oh yes.
Yeah, my like 10 failed climb saves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to assist as much as I could.
Yeah, I'm basically just being dragged.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're taking the staircase, right?
I'd hope so.
All right.
Murph, are you still kind of being hostile towards this man?
Okay.
He's literally sitting there like this.
I'm not hostile. Like, okay, for Smurf Neblin, because I'm kind of an outcast from my own kind, I don't hate the dwarves as much as others of my kind.
But you do still have your
I
prejudice.
still have a little bit of prejudice, though.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just asking. Okay, yeah. Basically, he just goes, whichever way you decide to take, please be careful. I don't really know what's going on up there with the elementals, but something's gone wrong.
We'll be back shortly. I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
Go to the staircase.
And he does, he kind of like gets your attention for a second, just goes, by the way, who did you ask about the problems going on?
He didn't give me
Yeah,
that.
you never caught his name, by the way.
He was just an old guy.
He looked like a
Ah, you must be talking about Cranch. Yeah, he's been around for about as long as my father has in this village. He's our head of the mining. Don't pay too much attention to him, though. in his older age, he's become a bit more stubborn and less sociable than he was.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And he kind of just like leads you out and just says, "I wish you luck. Anything you can do to help, we can get to work with Lidrin afterwards." So you guys are gonna head up the stairs then.
Yep.
Okay. So as you guys kind of make your way over there, it's they're a bit far away. You can see the indentation, but they look like they're at least maybe a mile out because you are in a mountain range. Oh, it's yeah. So kind of like around the halfway point. Okay, what's your guys' marching order first? Okay. So we got Malgrim.
I guess I'll take second.
Alright, so Malgrim,
Because I have the highest AC.
Murph, Davina.
I don't have my.
I'll go fourth, I
feet
guess.
Yet, so
Alright, so
I can't
Sibo and Bennigan, and then Xander's in the back.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Malgrim and Murph, I need you both to make dexterity saves, please.
Would that be reflex?
Reflex,
I
yes.
was gonna
Alright,
say
plus
something about
9.
it.
10.
11.
Okay.
More die.
So, fortunately, you're not at an elevated section of the mountain, but that doesn't stop the boulders rolling down, smacking you in the face. So we're gonna go ahead and roll a little bit of damage. They're maybe about Murph's height.
Alright.
So Malcolm's not as big of a deal, but Murph, it hurts.
Okay.
So Malgrim, you take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Let me guess, I'm going to take 5.
You take 4 bludgeoning.
Alright.
It kind of slams into your side.
I just got a little scrape on my knee. You got like hit in the face.
And then Murph and Malgrim make perception check as you kind of look up from being smacked.
Freaking, I'm going to
14.
smash this dice.
What is
Got
it?
an 11, but
Okay,
I'll
Malgrim,
see on die.
you kind of look, and there appear to be some kind of small figures of like way up there, and you notice that they don't look human.
Stone
And
guys.
there's a couple of them just staring down.
I'm just gonna flare back up.
Okay. They kind of just sit there and they kind of just, you see them kind of just walk slightly away.
They're coming back more boulders.
So yeah, the three of you, the rest of you, Xander, Sibo, and Davina, you kind of just all look and just whack as the 2 boulders just slam into them. After they hit Malgrim with all your armor and everything, they kind of just shatter.
Oh shit!
Murph,
Not so much.
it
You kind of
hurts.
shattered.
It hurts.
It kind of like knocked you 5 feet over to the side, and you're just like, oh.
Seeing this happen, I like run over Murph, and I'm like,
You run over me?
No, I jump over him, and I'm like, Malcolm, are you okay?
No, he's just gonna step on me as he goes over.
You're my best.
Mine are either in complete opposite parts of the line.
You know, I'm okay if you were gonna ask that. But
So Xander, you run through the rest of your party members, almost trip over Murph, and you're just like, Malcolm, are you okay, buddy? And Malcolm just kind of looks at the pebbles that are kind of running, just like, I'm fine. So are you gonna go back to your... Yeah, Murph's like,
I'm fine too.
I kneel because I'm right in that area. I kneel back towards Murph, and I'm like, get up. We don't have time. What are you doing playing with the rocks?
Murph, what do you respond to?
Let's say maybe you should try getting hit with a boulder.
Okay, so Xander, you go back to your place in line.
Oh, I immediately
He just
I
runs
run
through,
a full
pushes
sprint
him
back down, and then I just like ready in marching order right behind Sibo.
Okay, great. So now that the marching orders are reestablished,
Continue walking.
and the best friend bonding time has been also kind of gone through again. Okay, so yeah, you guys eventually make it to the stairs. And what Drug said is completely accurate.
Awesome.
These stairs are here, but you notice every like 10th one or so, parts are smashed. Some are even missing. So yeah, no, it's not a great staircase. The stairs themselves are about 10 feet wide, so it's like 2 people could walk up the same time. But yeah, they're bad. They're pretty dilapidated at this point.
Awesome.
It looks like if you guys kind of move a bit slower as like a group, you guys should be able to make it up pretty safely. But it will definitely
Yes.
He's gonna haul it?
That's what I was gonna say.
Right,
Should I
so
straight
you
up?
as a group kind of want to move at a normal pace then?
Silent dog.
Sure. I mean, I don't know. Like, then again, has an acrobatics of pretty good acrobatics, 6.
It's
So
better than mine.
like acrobatics jump is 14.
Well, climb would be like.
Oh,
if you're
we're doing
climbing-
climb.
No,
What?
you're not.
Okay, thank
You're
you.
going upstairs.
Okay,
I
yeah.
was gonna say my
I'm
I
just-
meant like the broken parts. Like.
Oh, well, I mean, they're like a couple feet intervals,
Okay.
but like there's a chance that if you move
Well,
fast
shit.
enough, you're just gonna eat it.
Trip. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
Okay.
if you guys move at a normal pace, like it might be a little bit tricky, a little bit dangerous to kind of go up as a group. But it looks relatively okay.
Okay.
So you guys kind of
That's
make it
stable.
up, and this staircase goes far. Like you see it kind of almost goes up to a little section, and you see like a little elevation, and they stop. At least for that section. And those look like they're at least like a half mile long, kind of going up.
Okay.
So as you guys kind of keep making your way up, I need everybody to make a perception check again for me.
There we go. 19.
10.
I got a 4, and then you still have me for betting it, right?
He doesn't smell anything in particular.
Okay. All right.
23.
Okay,
I got a 4.
so Xander and Murph, you
I
guys
got
kind of keep like your eyes out while you guys are going. Murph, you're in the front. Xander, you're in the back. So I mean, going pretty well.
I'm not in the direct front.
No, yeah, but you're like in the front section.
Okay.
Xander's very last, so.
Yeah.
Xander,
I got the rear, boys.
You also see some figures
Caboose.
at that elevation level that you guys are approaching. And Murph, you see some from the other side. There appear to be a total of 4.
Okay.
And they're just standing there. And they're not human.
It's like
You
the
skip a
meme.
finger.
Yeah.
It's like the meme with the alien, they throw the javelin at him, they just flip him off.
Yeah, they don't react to that. But yeah. Basically, let's see where we're at. Alright, so as you guys keep making your way up, you do eventually get up there. And yeah, there appear to be 4 beings made of rock.
On this level.
Yes. What size are you, Murph?
I'm small.
Okay, they're about your height.
Alright. Fighting my own level.
You're on the right height, yes.
You got this.
And they just kind of look at you. All 4 of them. They just kind of,
Do they even have eyes? Like,
not natural ones, but you see kind of crevices that appear to go in the front of their face.
Okay.
And they kind of all just look.
Do they look hostile?
Well, they don't look friendly.
I'm gonna pull out my shield and flail just in case.
I'm gonna
Okay.
load my crossbow.
And I will also load my crossbow.
Making sure it's loaded.
Yes.
I'm gonna wave at him.
You're gonna wave at them?
Yeah.
Okay, they kind of just, the whole boulder kind of just turns. Kind of like they're like cocking their head. And then one of them just picks up a boulder and starts like throwing it towards you guys.
Shit.
So I need Malcolm and Murph to make another.
Are you kidding me?
Oh
19.
Okay, 14.
Yeah, you guys kind of like move back a little bit, and the boulder just rolls, and you kind of just see it bounce a little bit as it takes off near the end. It just rolls.
Well, I'm gonna start charging.
I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeet.
And it is
24. 19.
20.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, that ain't bad.
Nobody hits me with a boulder twice.
The first time, totally on
Not
me.
sure.
Okay, so. Okay, 1 second. I'm just gonna kind of write everything here.
I forget what this character does. Drops bombs, that's right.
Yeah, you don't throw them,
Keeps
you drop
dropping
them.
bombs. You don't.
Don't worry, I make snow piles.
Right?
True, fair enough, fair enough.
Okay, so Malcolm,
Dogs like to hop.
24.
24. Davina,
17.
17. Sibo,
7.
7. Alright, Xander.
11.
Okay, and Murph,
19.
19. Okay, great. Top of the order, Malcolm.
Ooh, I'm gonna flail. Or no, I'm gonna run up to one, bash him with shield first.
Fantastic. Go for it.
Yeah, 12.
Nope.
Okay, and then flail. Yeah. 20 unnatural.
Yep, that'll hit. Go ahead and do damage.
Okay. 6. No, 5. Sorry.
5.
5.
Let me just go write this up real
I'm
quick.
gonna do this and I don't know.
It's a 5. Alright, after Malcolm, Murph.
I'm gonna go for a hand crossbow shot.
Go for it.
Crit.
Confirm.
Let's
Confirm?
confirm. Yeah, it should confirm. I got a unnatural 20.
Yep, that confirms.
All right, cool. We're gonna roll.
All right, we finally got a confirmed crit.
So does it double
Are you
all the
the same
damage?
one that he's fighting or a different one?
Probably a different one.
Okay. So.
So how does crit work? Do you just double it, or do you roll the
roll
damage dice twice?
Times
your
three.
damage. Or times 3.
Depending on crit.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It says it.
Times 3 damage.
So I just roll the weapon dice 3 times?
Yep, and then add your mod.
Just once, right? Add
Yeah,
mod just
yeah, one
once?
mod.
Okay.
I just multiply it.
Gotta re-roll that. Gosh dang it. Okay, 1, 2, 4, 6 plus my mod, so that'd be 11 damage.
Okay, that one you shoot, and it just kind of lodges in like where the joints would be, so to speak, and the whole arm just falls off.
Yeah.
In fact, half of the other one kind of like it looks like it's losing its magical kind of just structure. Like, and you notice it's kind of like almost like turning into like pebbles as the limbs kind of just fall off. So after that, it is Davina.
Alright, I'm gonna drink my targeted bomb admixture.
Okay.
So it's a direct hit on a single person. It's not a splash.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna.
And then which one are you aiming for? Are you aiming for one that's been hit or one that hasn't been hit?
One that hasn't been hit. The farthest one away.
Well, there's 2 on either side of the group. They're about equal
Oh, I
distance
thought
away.
there was 3 of them.
There's 4.
Ah, there's 4 of them!
Yeah, there's 2 on one side and 2 on the other side.
Yeah, I'll hit one on this side that's not damaged.
Okay, go for it.
18 on die. I
Yep.
don't know what I had to
Hits.
do. Alright, so this. Fuck. 8 points of damage.
Okay, yep.
That was the
one.
first bomb that's hit.
And it was a potent one. Oh yeah, it hits and like again, one of the arms just like explodes off.
What?
They don't look very structurally sound. The 3 of them. The one that Malgrim hit looks probably the most intact of the 3 that have been hit. So then it is their turn. Malgrim,
My bombs.
2 will actually let's see.
So it's basically still.
It'll actually burrow. It's gonna. You just see 2 of them just sink into the ground, and you just feel tremors, and they run, pop up on either side, and both take a swing at you. Horrible miss. And then I'm going to assume that a 13 misses.
Yep.
Okay, well they both miss.
Cool.
The other 2 also burrow, and they pop up kind of behind them. So now we're at Sand.
I'm gonna use my newfound wand and
Cast shield.
cast shield on Malgrim.
Okay, so if I remember correctly,
Should be easy.
I think shield is a self spell.
Okay.
So let me check.
this-
Thank you.
Shield, I guess got it. Let's see, personal.
Yeah,
Oh,
target
you.
Target yourself. So you kind of do like gestures, and you just cast it, and this whole wall of force just kind of goes
It's like
in front
a
of you.
disc, apparently.
So when you use the spell, it will give you a +4 bonus to armor class.
And it also
Nice.
negates any magic missile attack directed at you.
Nice.
Yeah, so keep in mind that is 1 charge of the wand.
Okay.
So you're not 49.
Yep.
Yep, so keep track for me, please.
Yeah, no, I will.
Right.
Because I will forget indefinitely. Okay, so that is your turn then. Casting shield kind of in front of you.
Yep.
And then we have Sibo.
Alright. So
There is a shield other, but it's different.
we have only 1 left, correct?
That has not been hit.
That has not been.
There are still 4 standing.
Oh, they're all
Yeah.
still standing.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 of
got
them
it.
look like they have been kind of chinked a little
Okay,
bit, though.
got
2
it.
of them very much so.
I'll go ahead and point my crossbow to the one that Davina just hit with her bomb. And see
Okay.
if this crossbow bolt hits with a nat 20.
Crit.
And then
Confirm.
Oh.
no,
Wait,
I rolled a 4. So
Okay, that will not confirm. That will be a hit.
alright, and it is
So
a
unfortunate.
Alright, so then it's 5 plus dex, I think.
How would you like to kill him?
Um,
Yay!
He is very dead.
okay, so his left arm is shot off?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and aim right for his right kneecap.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Gotta make it balanced.
So you kind of settle on Ben again, and you just take the shot, and it almost, as it starts to approach, you just nail it right where the joint would be, and the whole thing just kind of turns into a little mess of rock.
Nice.
So then after Sibo, we are back at the top of Mountain.
Shield. That's the same one I attacked before.
Okay, so first one? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, shield attack.
Shield. Nope, nat 1.
Yeah, that'll miss.
And then my flail. For, 22.
Yep.
And 8.
8 damage?
Yep.
How you want to kill him?
Smash him from, like, the top of the skull and just, like, follow through all the way down with it.
Yep, okay. That's your shield or your flail?
Flail.
Yeah, metal, hard rock. Boom! You just almost disintegrates.
It's amazing.
You kind of look like Crange.
Yeah.
Isn't there any pretty metal in this one, though?
Just my flail.
Just your flail?
I'd say it's pretty.
Murph.
Is the dude I shot still alive?
The one you did like 11 to?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up. He's looking very, very bad.
Okay, might as well try to finish him off. Let's see. 11.
No.
I mean, that's not gonna hit. Yeah. Figured that.
Alright. My the thing that I drank, it works for all of my bombs.
Sure.
So I'm gonna go for one that's not hit.
Sure, if there's one left that isn't touched.
And then what do I add to this?
Is it your dex modifier?
Is it?
It's
Plus,
a thrown weapon, so I'd assume it'd be dex.
I believe it's dex plus your BAB, and I think your BAB is what?
2. Mine's 2 anyway.
For sure.
Mine's
sorry.
1, so 14?
Miss.
Oh.
Okay.
And you said it's not a splash bomb.
No.
Okay. So yeah, no, it just you kind of go off to the side, and it kind of just smashes against the side of the mountain, and just kind of spreads out. You see like the kind of chemicals just run down. So after
That's another drug bomb.
it is their turn.
Fuck.
Malgrim,
Yes.
the 2 that are left, gonna come from each side. You're gonna take another swing.
You can try.
Yeah, that one tried. Okay, 23.
Yeah.
So I was like, if that doesn't hit, something's going wrong.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, wow. 6 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Next is Andrew.
I'm gonna use Ray of Frost on the one that's not hit.
Sure.
18.
Hit. Well, hang on, wait. 18?
Yeah.
I'll actually miss.
Alright.
Oh, wait. Hang on. Can I actually read?
No.
No, I can't.
I was like, wait.
18 hits.
I'll do 3 damage.
Was that their hit
3
points?
damage?
Yes.
No, it's not.
That was absolutely terrifying. I'm like, well,
Right?
I'm just gonna keep making snow
Yeah.
You are known to do that.
I am.
Okay,
But I
so
condole.
Sibo,
Alright.
are you going to spend your turn loading?
Yes, I will spend my turn loading.
Okay, sure. Bennigan's just like, you got this. Malcolm.
Okay. Shield at the one that hit me.
Okay.
Another nat 1.
That'll miss.
Shield is doing work. And
Foil in the same one?
13. Yeah.
Okay, I'll miss.
Yeah.
Okay. Begin. Or sorry, Murph.
Take another pot shot.
Which one?
I guess
There's a really weak one, and there's one that's been kind of scuffed.
the one that's scuffed.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, that'll be an unnatural 20.
Sure.
Let's see, that's 7.
Okay, it looks relatively close to the condition the other one's in. Now it's Peter.
I'm gonna try it again.
Alright, you keep track of your bombs too?
Yeah.
Okay.
It rolled off the side.
What's your total?
Not enough.
5.
It's a single digit number.
I'm so frustrated. Please kill my character so I can have a new one.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no, I don't want to.
As you finish the last guy, he just pushes your character off in the mountain.
No, there's some rocks above her. So, like, rock falls, she dies.
22 and then 16. Yeah, 22 hits though, right?
Yeah.
I don't
That was a
actually
good
want
one.
to die like Davina.
9.
Oh, I'm at 1. One hit wonder.
Holy shit!
Oh no! Well, time for me to do my job.
Time to go to work, boys and girls.
Well, next
Thank
character
you
you
for
make can be
including me.
Medina. Just swap the D and the V. Medina. Next character.
Yeah, Medina.
It's not an alchemist.
You're actually an
She's a
alchemist hunter.
naturalist, yeah.
Okay,
I want to be a ranger. All of the
I'm already a
characters are
ranger.
rangers.
Alright.
Damn.
Xander, you are up.
I'll do another Ray of Frost.
Okay. Anyone in particular?
I'm gonna go with the one I hit.
Neither.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a
Neither.
6 on.
It's gonna be 10.
10 is going to miss.
Yeah. I was
Okay.
gonna say.
Unless you get like a plus like 7 to that, even then it will probably miss.
Okay. Sibo.
Okay, so Bennigan is gonna go straight to him.
Go to Malgrim?
Yeah, to Malgrim.
Okay.
And then, well, I'm gonna be in the square that's opposite of the rock monster. So like,
So
rock monster,
yeah.
him, me.
Okay, so
Then-
you're kind of gonna like go behind.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
sure.
the most.
So yeah, so
opposite.
Bennigan obeys and kind of runs but right behind Malgrim.
And then I'll cast Cure Light Wounds on him.
Sure. Go ahead
I
and
don't
heal.
understand. But I have them.
It's a G8 plus
Well, you got
level.
like the cure light wounds.
Yeah,
Huh?
but mine's still.
Yours is an extract, which means that you can only drink it.
Alright, you
But
will
it's
get
touch.
8 hit points.
Awesome.
Yeah, so you drink. If it's like an extract or something, you just drink
One
it and
less
you
than
get
it
the
was
effect.
before, so.
And then I can cure other people, or I can only cure myself. See, that's what I'm confused. Because the
Until
other
you
ones.
can share it, because I think
The other
level,
no, the other ones say personal. That's the only one that says touch.
Because I think like a certain level you can give extracts to your party members too. If they drink them, then they'll get the cure light wounds.
Or you just shove them down our throats.
Right.
If you do that, you almost get sick.
Yeah, you're not gonna want
She
that.
has to perfect her craft first.
Yeah, I'm clearly fucking terrible at everything I do. So.
Hey, you hit the one bomb pretty well.
The one bomb out of the 15 that I've thrown.
every dice I touch is cursed.
Yeah.
It's like every time I roll 3 on
Well,
die,
speaking of
2
going
on
level
die.
5, Malgrim, it is your turn.
Yikes.
Last session when we did the reenactment, I rolled every
16.
attack roll I did was a 3 on die, but
So
everything
it's-
else was a crit.
So a 16 will miss.
Initiative 25. Roll
Well.
my attack 3 turns in a row. 3.
9.
9 will also miss.
I got like a plus 12, but it still missed.
Okay. Murph, you're up.
All right,
There's
what do we
2
got?
left, and they both look very bad.
Equally as bad.
Pretty much.
Okay, I'm just gonna hit one of them then. And yeah, that's like 22.
That will hit.
Yeah, that's 8.
How do you want to kill him?
Any of his limbs missing?
Not really on this one.
Okay, I guess just straight through his chest.
Yeah, he explodes.
Just cracked, right?
And you just see boulders just tumble down.
Sorry,
so after, yeah, sorry. They're going away from the settlement. You guys are pretty far out. Davina's true.
I'd be like, sorry, I'm not sorry.
So there's one left.
Because
There is literally one left.
I'm gonna hit it with my quarterstaff.
Make your attack roll.
Fucking over.
if you get a nat 1, just break.
Fuck me! Oh my gosh!
What'd you get?
I rolled a 2!
That
Did you
will
really expect to hit with a quarterstaff anyway? I mean, it's
It's
piece
better
of
than
wood.
me trying to throw my.
It's a piece of wood against a rock. If anything, you rolled that one, just break off the rock.
Malgrim is going to take a swing.
I'm having a really rough time right now.
Paper's wood though, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Not damage.
Yeah.
4 damage. Or sorry, 7 damage.
Oh, that's
That's close.
Oh, that's
I
not
can't read.
He's going down.
I'm at 2.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Oh, okay. I thought you were actually at
Xander.
4.
We'll try one more Ray of Frost before I give up on this spell.
Oh,
That's 18.
18 hits.
Alright.
How do I kill him?
Yay.
I want the Ray of Frost to like hit his chest, and I just want to see like the icicles start to form until it like dissipates like outward until the chest, and it just like crumbles.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you freeze the rocks in such a way that they just start breaking apart from the inside. And the whole chest just kind of breaks, and then the rest of the limbs just follow. A big mess of just stone. So, yeah, so you have defeated the earth elementals that are up here.
Alright, cool.
So now that you guys are kind of up here, the elevation, it's You guys are probably about like a quarter of the way to the peak. You guys have been traveling for a while.
Oh boy.
At this point, it is kind of approaching dusk.
Yay, I'm gonna vote for sleep.
I will also vote for sleep.
I agree.
Okay, I'm gonna take out my one belonging and just throw it on the bed.
The singular bedroll.
Yeah, because that's all I put. I just have a singular bedroll in my backpack, just stuffed in there.
Sure.
Just take it out and just...
Okay, so are you guys doing like a watch, or are you guys just
Probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can take a watch while I am preparing my bombs for tomorrow.
And then I'll take the second watch as I prepare spells.
How long are the
Yeah,
watches
and I
going to be?
prepared one thing.
4 hours each.
Hours
So
for watches?
I mean, yeah, you split them up half.
I guess. I mean, they're fine with
Between
4
the two
hours of
people,
sleep.
unless people
that'd
want...
be 4 hours of sleep for each person taking a watch.
Yeah, so
And I believe you need 6.
So then each one
So
would
then
have
one
to
of
take a 2-hour watch.
yeah.
Okay.
Just-
So one person won't have to worry about it.
So
Alright, fine. I'll
I'm
take
the most hurt.
yeah,
I didn't even get touched.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. He's the one who did get hurt, so.
Okay, so who's taking first watch? Alright, so Davina, during your watch, nothing. Or wait, hang on.
I'll take like the third watch. Unless
yeah,
we don't get that far.
happens.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Davina, give me a perception check. Do you dark
Oh
vision?
god.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
15?
Okay, so yeah, this area is pretty large. Just in general, you guys are kind of like around the rim of like where this elevation kind of goes. So you kind of hear shuffling of like sounds like rocks. As one of the like another earth elemental kind of just like seems to be kind of like moving around the rim. Is your guys' camp set up in a way with like a fire or anything?
I mean, if it was, it'd probably be out like about now because we all went to sleep.
Like embers or something like that.
Okay, but yeah, you see it shuffling around the rim.
Can I don't want to throw anything at it.
Because what are you doing at this moment? Are you like prepping
Yeah, I'm
chemicals and stuff?
prepping my chemicals.
Okay, you have like your lab set up and everything? Okay. So yeah, so what do you want to do? Because it looks like it's kind of moving around.
I'm sure the thing I drank doesn't work anymore.
Oh, the target thing?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, still, I'm gonna try to throw a bomb at it, and hopefully the noise of me dropping the bomb will wake everybody else up.
No.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
You didn't even say it was moving towards us. You could
roll
have just
some
left it
that
alone.
Yeah.
11.
Well, rip sleep.
Do I get advantage because it doesn't see me? Oh, it doesn't
There's
even
no
do
advantage.
advantage in this fucking game.
No. Wrong vision. So yeah, you kind of like cock your arm back and you miss.
It better not
Guys!
hit me. If it hits me, you're getting
You
a
miss
bolt right through your
guide
head.
the distance, and you kind of
You
chuck
can
it.
make a new
and
fucking
it actually,
bomb now.
with the wind coming down, it kind of curves and just like flies off the rim.
Back to Cragton.
As you see this kind of glowing.
Melts some guy's hair off.
You see fire. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh.
Yeah. No. You see the bomb, kind of like a little bit of fire and this weird colored chemical spill across the rim, and you see the figure kind of perk up a little bit.
Okay.
And it appears to be wanting to go check out the edge rather than where you're standing at this moment.
She has like a negative
So,
strength
do you want to do anything while it's coming towards you? I'm assuming everybody else is kind of just.
The edge is pretty cool. You should,
Oh my
try
god.
It's coming towards me. What do you want?
The next time
so
we go take camp,
When
I'm
it,
going
when it goes to
somewhere
look
else.
towards the liquid, it hears, "Hey!" and it goes.
Oh my gosh, you just said it was coming towards me.
But it was checking out the liquid.
You had time
No,
to
you
get
literally
away.
said as it's coming towards you.
It's coming. Yeah, it's headed towards your direction because you
I hate
threw
you.
it from there. So it's going to start moving, and then all of a sudden its whole just kind of head shifts for a second, and totally sees you. Davina, roll initiative for me.
Okay. I was yelling for the other people. Oh, that's fucking shit.
Everybody give me, besides Davina, everybody give me a, what would it be?
Is it a fortitude?
Perception.
Yeah, give me a fortitude save.
See if we stay asleep.
10.
No, natural 20.
Alright.
I'm stressed.
I'm
You already
staying
rolled for Benny
asleep.
too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will get.
That was nice.
I'll get a 19.
You're awake.
What did you
Two.
Malcolm, you and Xander, best buddies. You guys wake up.
I'm staying at 2.
Hi guys.
Davina, what did you?
7.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I need to not yell.
Yeah. Ben again got a nat 20 by the way on his
I
fortitude
didn't like
save.
That is sleep.
Yeah, I know.
Shit,
I'm
sorry,
sleeping
guys, I
too.
got
He's doing one of those really cute dog sleeps where he's kind of like barking in his sleep a little bit.
Aw.
Yeah. What did you roll on your save?
19.
Yeah, you were also asleep.
I'm 20, so
Yeah,
I'm
in fact,
staying
you're,
asleep.
you're like cuddling with Ben again.
Guys, I fucked up.
Well, it rolled a 17. So it's gonna burrow under the ground. You see it disappear for a second as it pops up right in front of you and takes a swing.
Well, that's not my problem.
Malcolm and Xander, you see this thing just come and just.
I'm going back to sleep.
What's your armor class?
14.
It misses.
Perfect.
And it kind of just takes a false swipe as you kind of duck right out of where its arm was going to hit.
Right.
Malcolm and Xander, what are you two doing? Malcolm, are you in your armor?
No.
Oh no.
I would have taken it off. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So what are you doing, Malcolm?
I fucked up. I'm
Well, I probably
sorry.
can't put it on in time.
It will probably take about half an hour.
Well, I
to put
mean,
that on.
she could probably
That's
meat
a lot.
shield it until then.
Well, in combat,
I have 12 hit points.
Yeah, exactly.
I say in
Meat shield.
combat,
I didn't say
30 minutes is about
I didn't say
300 rounds.
make
You
it
don't
last.
wait
I
that
said
long.
meat shield it.
No.
Xander, what are you
Just
doing?
go back to bed. I got
I
it.
see that Malgrim doesn't have his armor, and I look at him like, we need to go. We need to help her right
I'm
now.
just gonna grab my shield and my flail and start running.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm right
I'm
next to
sleeping.
her.
So you, Davina, do your turn. That's the kind of backlash towards him. Are you gonna hit him with the quarterstaff?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I at least have a 12.
18.
That hits.
Hey, that's what I have all the time.
4 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of take off one of the rocks.
I'm in my skivvies.
Malcolm and Xander, give me your initiatives.
For 16.
9.
9 for a
Yeah.
second. Okay, it's the elemental's turn again.
Yeah.
Take another swing. 21.
Hang in there.
We're coming.
I'm gonna fucking die right now.
You're
so-
running around. You're trying to like slip one boot on.
Doing one of those like 1 foot
Oh.
hops and trying to put it on.
Take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Strap on
and
a-
its rock
strap on a
solid
single
kind of
bone.
arm just makes
Oh.
contact with your torso.
Are you alive? Oh no.
I am.
Oh,
Fortunately for you, you are not facing the direction of the edge.
Oh.
So he kind of just knocks you a little bit back towards where the rest of the bar. But you guys are relatively close to the edge, I will say. So now, Malcolm, you're up.
I see you gonna look up the
Are you
shove
gonna
action.
do a bull rush move?
Yes.
Oh boy.
What do I have to do for this?
Let's find that for you.
I got 4.
190.
Okay, so
I'm trying. Just be happy
If your
that I'm.
fucking vomit hit, we'd be fine.
Just be happy that I'm an elf and I have negative fortitude. Okay.
I'm so appreciative that you guys
So I
woke
just have
up.
to-
Sorry, I had +8. So
You're so healthy.
I'm the healthiest Nerf Neblin, but I'm not the strongest.
You're sitting there just
So
eating
it'll
vegetables.
provoke an
I'm
attack of
rotting in the
opportunity as
corner.
well.
if you bull rush.
Mhm.
Now, is
I
that
have
only
a
if you're next to
3.
them, though? Because
The
technically he
fortitude.
can't reach you from where you're at. Or unless you want to charge. Is charging a thing?
Yeah,
I'm so stressed.
but that just makes
Oh.
you move forward.
Okay, just do a bull rush then. So here's the thing. So, it's part of a charge. Okay, so yeah, you have to
Oh.
charge in order to make a
Yeah.
bull rush.
Okay.
So in order to charge, it's a full round action that lets you move twice your speed and attack.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And in place of the melee, I can bull rush.
Okay, go for it. You want to make a bull rush?
Do
Okay,
I
you have to
guess
make a combat maneuver check.
CMB.
Yep.
Okay.
Against its CMD.
Oh, crit.
Yep.
Do I have to confirm that?
No. It's not an attack. So you just
Okay.
make your combat maneuver.
So it's a 25.
Okay. For every
Sucker is flying.
okay, it has a defense of 13. For every 5 that you exceed the thing, you can move him 5 feet. So you straight up can move him 10 feet.
It's going off the ledge.
How do you want to do it?
I'm just...
One.
So,
My
so
shoulder
check.
Davina,
Favorite.
you're in combat,
Yeah.
and you just hear as Malgrim just
Shoulder
starts
check.
moving.
In his skivvies.
He's not wearing any armor. Just full muscle. He's got his shield just pushing.
Uh,
How do you want to knock him off?
Well, I'm gonna be running. I'm gonna actually drop my shield and flail and just pick him up over my shoulder and just launch him off the edge.
Yeah, you do that. He just grabs the legs and just kind of grabs by both of like what its legs would be and just tosses it. And you just see this pile of rock just soar. Boom, boom, and it just dissipates into these boulders near the bottom. How do you two interact, Malcolm and Davina? Is he just kind of standing there?
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna turn around and like kind of slowly walk back, picking up my shield and flail. I'm going back to sleep.
Sound like Batman.
Sounds like a Batman. Okay. So, Davina, after a little bit longer, your watch is then over.
Wait, hold on. Before I go to bed, I just want to put one of my the healing potions, just one of them next to his stuff.
Oh, next to Malcolm.
And then I'll go to bed.
Okay,
On
sure.
the solid ground,
who's
because I don't have a
taking the
fucking
second
bedroll.
breath?
I call last shift.
Okay,
I
so
was
Xander,
second, yeah.
let's see if anything happens during your shift. No.
Hey!
Yeah, so you just kind of chill there for a few hours, just kind of admiring outside.
And I prep myself.
It is a lot different than the forest you were accustomed to up here.
Okay.
Just very isolated. Are you doing anything in the
I was just
hours?
prepping my
Okay.
spells for the next day and just...
Oh, sure. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you're kind of just gathering everything.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, you still have the notes on you, right?
Yeah, the scrolls.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And then, Murph, you're taking the last one?
Yeah. It's me.
He's taking a third one.
Yeah.
Oh,
third
okay.
shift,
Sorry.
yeah.
Taking the
so
fourth
Sibo,
one.
are you waking bed again for this too?
Let's see. How like deep of a sleep does it look?
He looks like he's having a great time.
All right. I'll just go ahead. I'll just be myself. Be by myself, and I'll just sort of reflect on this crazy month Sibo's been having.
Okay.
Me too.
And yeah, and as you kind of reflect for the couple hours your shift takes, nothing goes wrong.
There goes
Who's
my
doing
shift.
my shit?
I got my full 6 hours. I'm ready to go.
All right.
He's rolling.
Something happens during your stuff.
No,
Oh,
He's an
right. I got
asshole.
120 day vision. Let's go.
In fact, how far out from the rest of them are you?
Oh, from the rest of what? Who?
Your party. Like how far did you move to like take your watch?
I thought, I figured I was just with him.
Oh, okay. So the kind of area you guys are set up in, there's like a little bit of like shelter, but it's not very far across. Murph, give me a reflex.
Oh, crap. Okay.
Here's a here.
11. Because of course I rolled freaking 2. At the end.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
was it a
Murph,
4?
I forgot to regain mine. Okay.
you're gonna take 5 bludgeoning.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Another
go back.
boulder cracks against the back of your shoulder.
Oh my god.
And you just hit the ground forward.
Why does this keep happening?
Do you want to like look up from where it came from?
Yeah.
You see a larger elemental just standing. He's way further up though.
I'm like, oh.
So he's up there. He's not close to your guys' elevation, but he's larger than the last one you guys
I'm
fought.
just gonna let out a sigh like.
Other than that, nothing crazy happens during.
Does he go away?
Besides getting hit with a boulder.
Does
Nothing really
he
happened.
just walk away after that?
Pretty much.
Wow. What a jerk.
Well,
Just gonna-
he sees you kind of lay down.
So he
and you
figures
just
I'm
get
dead?
smacked.
Okay.
Well, they're not intelligent.
Alright. I mean, I'm not gonna contest to that.
Like,
I guess I'm just gonna kind of just trudge back.
They're not like brain dead, but they're not like even moderately intelligent. Like they just go, "Oh, rock," and they just throw it at somebody.
Of
I hit
course,
them.
every time a rock gets thrown at me, I get a 2 or 3 on die.
Well,
So
you're the comedy relief for this one.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So the rest of you guys kind of Xander, give me a fortitude save.
Still sleeping. That'd be an 8.
Okay. While you're sleeping, something kind of enters your mind. You hear a familiar voice, actually.
Oh.
Join us. And you just see in your mind as you sleep, green fire. You see Lidrin burning again. And you almost smell the contagion and death. As you wake up in a cold sweat, the rest of your party is kind of still sleeping.
especially me.
And
Do I look like I got hit by a rock?
you look like you're still kind of partially next to the rock a little bit. Like you just kind of just said, "Screw it, I'm just gonna sleep here."
I mean, I only took my 2-hour shift at the very end. That was at
No,
the
yeah,
8
I know.
hours.
Oh, and yeah. It's
still
actually it's actually during your shift.
Mm-hmm.
You see Xander just like, and he just kind of wakes up in a cold sweat, and he looks frightened for his life.
You doing all right there, buddy?
Yeah. Sorry, it was just night terrors. That was all. Must be the elevation.
Well, if it was as bad as being hit by the rock, then yeah, I can imagine it'd be
And
pretty
you kind of
bad.
just point, and there's just a boulder just like sitting right next to you.
To avoid the conversation that could be ensuing, I look over and I'm like, "You're still playing in rocks, aren't you?" And I lay back down.
Stop playing with the rocks, Murph.
Come on, Murph.
I'm gonna kick him in the side and go back to my bedroll.
So yeah, he just walk up. Just, he doesn't do anything like do enough damage, but it hurts. And Murph just kind of just like crosses his arms and just like sleep.